Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today is the third video of products that I have on my wish list. The first two have been uploaded. Hopefully, if everything is going to plan, this is going to be the video talking about more regular brands and specific products that I have on my wish list from these brands. Yeah, the last one, if it's the last one, or maybe it still has to come, but that one, the one with the indie brand products, were all eyeshadow palettes. In this one I do have a couple of different products, so yay for me. I did not solely fall for all of the eyeshadow palettes, but still, it is my weak spot. Eyeshadow palettes and eyeshadows, just I love them, and I want to have every color of the rainbow and more. So there's gonna be eyeshadow palettes on this list, but there's also gonna be other products. Okay, so again, like in the other videos, I'm gonna try and put up a photo of what I'm talking about. Maybe I should just move to the side a little bit. Look, there's my vacuum cleaner. Who doesn't want to see that? I hope I can put photos up right here, and I'm gonna look at my phone while I talk about the products. So the first product that is on my wish list is the GlamLite Scooby Doo palette. Now they did the haunted, it was like Halloween themed Scooby Doo collection, and I got both of the palettes from that collection. I did a first impressions video with the green and blue palette. If you have not seen that yet, I will link it up in the cards. And that was my first time trying GlamLite. I loved the eyeshadows, really enjoyed them. And I am also a big sucker for Scooby Doo. So when I saw that they came out with this palette, this is a larger palette. It has 25 eyeshadows, and they have based them off of the characters. So there's each row is a character. So we have Scooby Doo, Shaggy, then there's Daphne, Velma, and Fred. So yeah, the colors are like based off of those characters, which I think is really nice. And also just the color story is cute. I like it. Unfortunately, it is not available here in Europe. At least I could not find it anywhere in the regular online stores that sell GlamLite. I have not seen this palette yet, so I'm kind of afraid that this is a GlamLite exclusive, that they just sell it on their website, which is a bummer, because with like taxes and import duty and such, that's no fun. So I'm not gonna order that. So I'm just keeping my eyes peeled for, maybe it's gonna come later. Maybe someone else is selling it like secondhand, and I can get my hands on it. I would love it. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's a lost case, but I'm gonna keep my hopes up that one way or another I can get this palette, because it just looks stunning. I love it. Then the next thing on my wish list is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. Is that what it's called? That's what it says here. Natural Eyes palette. I don't know. This is kind of like I almost want to say a cult classic. This reminds me so much of the early YouTube beauty guru days. I feel like everyone had it back in the day. Too Faced is quite easy to come by these days here, so I could just order it. I don't know exactly why this speaks to me too much. I'm really washed out, I can see that. Because, okay, it is a very simple neutral palette, but I think it's just the sort of the nostalgia of this that gets me, that makes me want to order this. They have rebranded their packaging, because this is now like a case, or more of like a plasticky thing. And I remember it being the cardboard box packaging basically. So that is an upgrade. I don't have a lot to say about this because it's not wow, but it speaks to me for some reason, so that's why it's on my list. Then the next thing that I have added quite recently is the Glisten Cosmetics liners. Basically any of their liners. They do the water activated liners in every color that you can imagine. They have the wet liners, they have chroma flakes. It looks all stunning, but this is the chroma flick eyeliner. I have no words. These colors are stunning. They have the most multi-chrome, beautiful colors. I'm speechless looking at this. This one is Oil Slick, I think, or Oil Spill or something. It has red, it has yellow, it has green, it has blue. I have no idea how this performs. I don't know how it looks on the eyes, but looking at this photo, I'm amazed. I want this. And they have a variety of colors of these chroma flick eyeliners. They're all stunning. So that is definitely on my list. Then I have an eyeshadow palette on my list. This is the W7 Total Eclipse palette. And if you know, W7 do a lot of dupe type of products. And they're apparently quite good at it. I'm not really sure. I haven't tried them yet. This is a dupe for the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette, and I've seen multiple reviews and videos that this performs just as well as the Huda Beauty one. And also this is so much cheaper than the Huda Beauty one, if that's even still available, because I'm not even sure. Yeah, I would much rather just get this and see if I enjoy it. So that's on the list as well. Then continuing with eyeshadows, I have the Viseart little quad on here. This is the Violetta one. Now I know I'm not much of a purple pink kind of girl, but this is sort of like a vampy, cool toned. It has a pink, a darker, like a red brown, and then this very cool gray with like a purple sheen to it. I don't know. I've seen swatches of this. I just want to have it. I have the peach version of this, and I really enjoy the quality of the eyeshadows, and the format of it, so the little quad, it's just cute. It's just cute. I bought that one, the peach one, right off the bat. I was like, I need all of the versions that I do because this is so cute. The collector in me just, yeah, my heart skipped a beat. I just love it. So this one, the Violetta one, is on my list. And then I also have the Peridot, if that's how you pronounce it. They're all French names. I've taken a bit of French in my high school days, but that's a long time ago. And I don't mess with the French. So if this is what it's called, I'm gonna call it the Peridot. And it has some greens and a gold and just your standard transition shade. It's more of a warm toned type of palette. And I mean, since I've worked on the Beauty Bay Earthy palette for my Project Level Up, I've just come to the conclusion that I really enjoy greens. So this would be a nice addition to my collection, I think. And just the packaging and everything, it's adorable. I want it. Okay, so I'm moving away from eyeshadows for a little bit. The next thing that is on my list is the Cloud Pout Marshmallow Lip Mousse from Wet n Wild. I don't have a particular shade in mind that I want to try, but I've just looked at this and I just think the packaging is so cute. It sounds so nice. I just want to try it. They have multiple colors. I feel like there's quite a few light pinky nude shades available, which sort of makes sense. I feel like they have gone for like light and airy, I think, formula, if they call it a marshmallow lip mousse. So light and airy colors make sense. Yeah, it just looks cute and I want to try it. And then I also have a lip product from W7 on the list. This is the Lip Drench Ultra Glaze Color Balm. And again, it's, I don't know what it is about the packaging, but it really speaks to me and I really want to try it. It looks like a nice colored lip balm, not per se a lipstick. I'm not very much a lip product girl, but this just feels like it's an easy to use product, light coverage, cute color, and you're done. So I'm all about that. That's why it's on my list. And then of course we had to close off with another eyeshadow palette. Now this has been on my list since it came out. I have put this in my little shopping basket multiple times, but I could not get myself to actually order it and pay for it because I feel like it is quite overpriced. I'm not really sure where that thought is coming from, but I just cannot get myself to order it every time I try. It is the Read My Mind palette from Nabla. Now, as you may or may not know, I'm currently panning my Nabla Dreamy palette. That is my all-time favorite palette. I have loved that palette since I got it in like 2018, I want to say, maybe even earlier than that. So I just know that the formula is going to be a hit. And the color story, I mean, I know I've talked myself out of this because there's one row that has quite pinky tones, and then there's also a few darker, more red tones. I don't really love those, but then below that there's like a light green and a darker green, some dark browns, some nudes, and some more yellow toned brown nudes. They are right up my alley. I don't know what it is. I'm just intrigued, and it sort of very vaguely reminded me of that new Natasha Denona palette that came out. I'm not really sure what that is called, but the one with like the soft muted tones, and there was a lot of soft greens in there. I feel like this has the same vibe but better, and also a fraction of the price, because Natasha Denona is insanely expensive in my opinion for an eyeshadow palette. So in that case I could maybe justify getting it, but I haven't yet. So it is on my list. Maybe if I move on from panning the Dreamy palette, or if I've made enough progress for myself to be able to fully justify buying this, then I will. But for now it is staying on my list. And that is it. I'm gonna move back here so you don't have to look at my vacuum the entire time. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have any suggestions, or if you maybe have tried any of these products, please let me know if they are worth it, because you know what, I'm all for also the reality and people telling me like this is not worth it, don't try it, don't spend your money on it, and the other way around. Yeah, feel free to tell me if I absolutely should spend my money on it. Yeah, I would just love to know if you have an opinion on this, or experience with using these products. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!